Hi guys, and welcome back to Pass and Move. For today's episode, we do have the game against Tondela as promised, and we will be playing that in just a moment's time. But however, it is the 1st of February, so we do have, of course, a lot of transfer news to get through. As you guys know, about half my squad were, either asking to leave or complaining about going to a particular club, that type of business. And it's kind of expected when you're playing for, managing Braga in the Portuguese Premier League. But as you can tell, we're actually holding off quite well, 5 points ahead of the 4th spot, so it means that it looks like we'll be challenging Porto and Benfica for the Champions League spots. Of course, 3rd place actually gets Champions League playoff. I don't think we actually qualify straight away for the group stages. We can check here. Continental qualification. Top two teams get European Champions Cup. We get the playoff, so we still have to actually try and qualify just yet. I don't think that's what it means. It would be weird if we get into, here, this is a best placed one though. There you go, so just here. So we'd be playing here. If we won here, that means we straight away qualify for the group stages, so that's not too bad. But anyways, we have to try and creep into that 2nd spot. But yeah, let's give some quick updates on what happened since the last episode, and then we'll talk about, our ins and outs. So Rio Ave was the last game, and thankfully, the other games so far have been going well. We've improved in our form in general, other than that 4-0. I'm pretty sure that result sticks out for you guys. But anyways, we'll get through to it in just a second. So, Belenenses in the 3-0 win for us away from home. That's perfect. We're really kicking into our stride right now, which is the perfect time because it's really, a crucial time of the season now. And Eduardo with the brace and Santos with a goal was perfect for us. Against Benfica, it all went wrong. As you can see, just terrible performances all around. And it was very disappointing to see my team perform in this manner. Against the top team in Portugal. I think they're tougher than Porto, I would argue, at the moment, and you can't really argue with facts when they're winning the Premier League, isn't it? Back-to-back 1-0 results against Aruca and Ferreira. It's perfect for us. I'm fine with that 1-0 results. That's not bad at all. Shows that we can score but also keep a clean sheet and keep our nerve. So Nicola managing to score there, and Alan scoring through a penalty very nervously in the 73rd minute. So today's game is against Tondela in the home game. It's good for us. Hopefully we can win there in 16th. We should be beating this type of opposition, and in terms of the other Premier League fixtures, I don't think there's anything important other than Porto also playing today. And well, I mean, they're top, but the likelihood of them losing is Chavez here. Either way, we'll take a loss. If we win and they lose, that means we're within 5 points off them. So that's better for us, basically. And yeah, Santos still leading the scoring charts, which is great for us to see. And average rating as well as player of the match. He's been such a key player for this season. Even assists, he's 2nd. And you cannot underestimate his crucialness in our tactics, specifically because he's an inside forward, but just because he's been such a great player for us at the same time. So in terms of our in or outs, we've got a transfer history here. So we've managed to buy 3 players worth 5.5 million in total. We didn't actually spend this much in one go. I like to do the whole pay over 48 months thing, so it's not as bad as it looks, basically. But yeah, we did get Andre Moreira, the goalkeeper. He's supposed to be a backup for us, as you can see, a rotational option, but he is quite good. He's 3 stars, which is the same as our goalkeeper Marafona, who I really don't trust, but Marafona is a good player for most Premier League sides, so I'd assume Moreira is the same. But yeah, he's got potential. He's supposed to be rotating with Marafona until he actually becomes a star player. And yeah, as you can see, he has potential to be a key player for the team, and I was expecting the same. Our scouts expected him to become a star player, basically. He had 4 stars and he's on 3 now, so should be a leading player for the league at least. We also managed to bring in a right back on loan, Trupe from Uturek. We wanted to buy him initially, but they wouldn't settle for a decent price. It was one of those stupid ones, which is like, he's worth 500k, for example. I think now he's valued 1 million, but even if it's 1 million, they asked for like, I don't know, 15 million for him, and it just didn't really make sense. Also, we don't have the finances, of course, but yeah, he's a really good right back, and that's perfect for us. In terms of the other last buy is a ball-winning midfielder from, well, not from, we bought, his name is Jefferson Oriela. He's perfect for us. Love all the stats other than his aggression. It's a bit of a worry, but it's not too, one of those key stats, I suppose. He's on a bit high wages, more than I would like, but still within our budget, so that's not the end of the world for us. But yeah, we got him from Brazil. Fluminense, I think, would be, you know how it is in Football Manager, they don't actually say the name. But anyways, we got him, and that's the point. In terms of our outs, as you can see, total of 12 million, so we didn't do bad for ourselves. But of course, players we didn't want to sell left, and players we did want to sell left too, so it was a bit disappointing. The loans don't matter too much. I think that's kind of straightforward. Some of these are Braga B, buys. So as you can see, Gamboa, he's actually very rated highly, and it's actually making me reconsider me being in charge. As you guys know, I've let Braga B be in charge, my director of football be in charge of that. And Gamboa was just really complaining when City came through for him. So I think the director of football felt he had to sell him. He did get some decent money from him at least, because he was rated a lot less than 3.7 million, of course. And we've got some other future money to make, I suppose, if you want to call that. But yeah, in terms of first team, I don't think anyone up until Matios here, the goalkeeper. He was our backup. He wasn't too good at all, to be honest. Just a decent signing, and even if he did improve by a slight amount, he'd only be considered good. And we're trying to look for leading players to really break into that barrier of being a top Premier League side, of course. So yeah, when he asked to move, there wasn't too much hesitation on my side. I just wanted to make sure I got some decent money from him, and the truth is we did. He's valued 165k now, but he was, of course, for less than that. I think we got double the amount that he's actually worth, so that's good for us. Half of it we got it up front and half later on. That's what I always do. So we get the value and then we get the other half of his value 48 months from then. That way we get double his actual, the total amount is double. Zadas as well, the centre midfielder actually. He was trouble as well. He was Braga B really. But yeah, we made some decent money from him as well. 2.5 million isn't bad at all. Bayano is the one who I was a bit disappointed to let go. He is really good, of course. 1.3 million. He wasn't asking for too much money in terms of wages. He's just a good signing, but for Premier League sides. But he had a lot of good stats for us this season. As you can see, 2 goals, 4 assists, 4 right back. That's really good. 3 player of the matches as well. Average rating of 7.4. I was very disappointed to let him go, but he kept asking for a leave. So we did manage to get double his worth again. 1.1 million. He was actually worth 500k with us. It's just because he's gone to Vigo now that he's actually worth more. Gamboa, as we already mentioned. Vuk was another player that was surprised, asked to leave. He specifically wanted to go to Real San Sebastian, so we let him go again for double his money, so that's really good for us as well. 6 million in total. I actually think this one was a little bit less than double. I think he was worth 4 million, and we got 6 million instead, so it's like 4 up front and 2 million later. But I also have, I think, about 10% for when they sell him on, if they do sell him on, of course. But either way, very disappointed to let him go. But he's more of a deep line playmaker than the role that we were playing him in, ball-winning midfielder. So it's good for us to actually get a ball-winning midfielder to play out that role, basically. Ferreira was another player we had to unfortunately let go. He kept asking to leave. I guess he was complaining about game time, which was a bit strange because he was out injured for a huge amount of time. And when he did come back, we were actually starting to play him. 4 appearances, that's not too bad at all, but he kept complaining, so it was okay either way. He was worth 750k, I think, and we got 1.8 million from him, so again, decent money. And as you can see, we got double our amount in the transfer window, so I would say decent business so far. We've got the numbers that we need and we've got the players that we need, so it's not too bad just yet. If we get to the summer period and we can actually make some serious investments, our finances should improve, and if we do qualify for Champions League, they should improve even more. And let me just show you the board and their happiness about the transfers. So I think the fans are a little bit unhappier. They're not too happy with the likes of Vuk, Bayano and Ferreira. They're all leaving, but I know a lot of them say that at least they're happy that they got some decent money. I think it's gone now, which is a bit strange, but yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, Zadas was actually from the under-19s. He's not actually Braga B. I think he was under-19s, and I was the one who sold him off because he kept asking to leave, even though he's got such a great rating. I was really disappointed to let him go as well. A lot of our youngsters, they just waited a year or two, they would have been playing for sure. But again, yeah, he only had like 50k value, so I sold him for 2.5 million. I basically ripped off Tottenham, and I think I asked for all of that money up front, so we're getting some decent money as well. The fans aren't too happy, I suppose, but the board are happy that we've made some decent money. As you can see, Zadas in particular, that we sold him for much more than what he's really worth, and they're even okay with Ferreira and Vuk because again we made some decent profit from them, and Bayano, they're okay with it. The rest is when they're unhappy. I think Matios, I'm not sure why they're unhappy. Oh, make a loss, that's true. Braga, they bought him when I wasn't here. They bought him for stupid money basically, and he didn't fulfill his potential, I suppose. Jefferson, I'm not sure why they're unhappy. A wage that's too high, that's true, but I mean, when I was signing him, you know how it recommends your wages you know, how much money to give him. He was obviously asking for a lot, but I stuck to the recommended limit. So, but yeah, he definitely, just to give you an idea of how it is, how it looks, he's probably the highest out of everyone else. So everyone else around, you would say the average is about 5-6k, as you can see here, and he's on 11.75. But yeah, if we want leading players, we kind of need to do that. So he's good, but he's going to improve into a leading player, and hopefully that will happen very soon. And yeah, hopefully all these players can settle in very quickly. So we sold, you know, some key positions, right back, centre mid, and centre back as well, but we didn't need to because we had a number, you know, a player there already. And who else did we get again? Goalkeeper as well. Yeah, so we replaced all the players that left, and we replaced them with arguably better players eventually if they meet their potential. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we can get into today's game, but we actually do need to start picking the players that we want to play. So Rosic is actually missing for today's game, so I think we can bring on Pinto. Emiliano will play him as a ball-playing defender. Arthur Jorge will bring him on as a central defender there on the bench. Hassan's still out because of the international, you know, the AFCON, I think, with Egypt, so it's a bit disappointing to have him missing, but we haven't missed him too much considering the results so far. In terms of right back, I think we can get our new signing in, so that's fine. I think he's better than our backup option. Oh no, he's not. Polino's first. Okay, well, I guess Polino gets an upgrade now, basically. He gets to be a first teamer, so that's good for him. And ball-winning midfielder should be our new signing as well, Jefferson C. There you go, top, straight away. He's suited for the role. It's a little bit, you know, not. It says he's competent, but he's actually much better than that. Of course, it's just because he prefers to play in defensive midfield. But again, we don't need him there. And I think we can go off. So it's a bit disappointing. Some of these players are tired, but everyone else kind of deserves to be playing there. So it's good to see. And we can take off Jarvan for Moro, who was injured a little bit. Even he wanted out, and I think we just, you know, I think there's still time, to be honest, but I'm going to try and hold on to him for as much as possible because there's really not enough time for us to buy someone. Maybe to sell, but we can't replace him, and that would be very disappointing. But yeah, I think finally we can kick off for today's game. And maybe if we win our fixture first, I think if we play first, then we can put some pressure. Oh, they play at 4. Oh, they play on Saturday anyways, though. It's only us who are playing today. Why is it all the way here? Okay, there you go. Alright, cool. Why was it showing a start result? It's so weird. So Porto, oh, we're all playing at the same time. But yeah, I guess it'll be key. We'll see what happens. Let's kick off. We'll also number the players because, you know, I don't really care about numbers. And hopefully we can get the result here at home. And, you know, get you a nice little video to watch, some nice highlights, and hopefully some good goals to show in our favour at least. And, yeah, I mean, pick up another 3 points. Just keep going on. And I think we kind of proved to be a little bit better than Sporting, but it's still very early. We have, you know, reached halfway through the season, so if it stays the same, that's good. Normally, when you reach the halfway season point, you kind of realize where you're going to be. But of course, we can't, you know, relax just yet. We need to keep pushing, and we can maybe even push into getting into second and hopefully qualifying automatically for Champions League. That would put us in a great position because obviously we don't make too much money from the Portuguese Premier League itself. You know, there's not a lot of TV money or anything like that. Just it's not like the Premier League. So a lot of the money that we have that we need to make is going to be in the Champions League. So we really do need to try and qualify for that. If we get into playoff, that's fine, but we need to really try and push it to our group stage and you know, not only destroy Sporting's hopes, but also Porto or Benfica, whichever one lets up first. I guess they're proving to be just about the same level in the league, but we faced both teams, and I think I could say without a doubt Benfica are the stronger team. It's just about playing more consistently, I suppose. Anyways, Pinto with the ball here, and we do kick off, and hopefully this highlight goes in our favour. Goiano, what are you doing? Don't just stand with the ball. There you go, he finds Alan, our backup left winger. Played well for the last game, as you saw. He did score the winning penalty, the winning goal for us, so it's great. We'll just continue with the game time, even though he's not, you know, he's not even good enough for the league now. He's actually a leading player for the division below this one, but so long as he's playing well, there's no need for it. So Nicola got the ball now through to Santos. Can he prove himself to be worth it again? Outside, just that he just hit the outside net, I suppose. But yeah, not a bad early chance, and it looks like we are dominating these beginning stages, I suppose. But yeah, Tondela are playing with our formation as well, so I wouldn't expect either team to really edge possession, and it looks like Tondela doing that just a little bit, but not as much as you would expect, of course. Nicola with the ball here. What can he do? Assis, our anchor man. There you go. Just play it safe to Paulino. Paulino right back. Oh, new signing. What's he gonna do? Take him on. Ooh, loses the ball instead, but can Santos win it? No. Instead, it's Pinto. And we still got the ball here, so we're doing not doing too badly. As you can see, Tondela kind of sitting back. I mean, they did just get out from a set piece, but they are still kind of, you know, everyone behind the ball type of thing. So we have to go into control in just a moment. But Santos here, testing Januta? Oh, I don't know. Either way, he tested them, and Santos has a chance now to put a good ball into the box. So can he do it? Can we score through the set piece? And apparently not. Nicola though still has the ball. False nine's always got the ball whenever it comes from a corner. It's a bit weird. Should be in the midst of it. Anyway, Santos, good ball into the box this time. Nah, loses it instead. Alright, I guess so. And that will be the end of that highlight. But there is another one straight away here. Fonte, advanced playmaker. What's he going to do here? Santos, come on, key man. Prove yourself here today. Don't let me just keep talking about you without anything. Long range shot, stupidly. Alright, great. Just make me eat my words, I guess. We do seem to be creating a decent amount of, you know, I guess it's kind of useless shots, I suppose, but at least we're, you know, creating those shots, I guess. And it proves something. I think we just need to push on a bit in terms of, you know, our performance, but also at the same time just push on in terms of our, you know, formation mentality and all that. So that's why I've gone into control, and hopefully we can really kick on. And if we can score before half time, that'd be perfect. That way I don't have to tell them off. I haven't done poorly though, so I don't know whether I want to tell him off yet or not. We do need the 3 points though. Oh, yellow. Is he going to get his first yellow now? Or yellow? Getting his first yellow. Or yellow? Alright. Yep. I agree with my assistant. Says performance was disappointing. Pretty sure that's right. Okay, boys. Come on, we need to see more. I think it was back-to-back 1-0 results, so we might be, you know, seeing a third 1-0 result, but I really do want to get this wrapped up early. And can we do it early in the second half? Fonte with the ball. Plays it safely to our anchorman instead, a bit weird for an advanced playmaker, but either way, Assis, what can you do? Oriella, back to Assis. Fonte, come on, do something now this time. Oriella, through. Just keeping hold of the ball, I suppose, but really do need to put a telling pass in. And Assis lost options. Instead, Ferreira's got the... Oh, okay. I guess that is a foul. And now, we won't get to see the set piece, of course. Great. Alright. It looks like this is the type of game where we're actually going to need to win it through our substitutions. So let's have a look at the bench. Got the likes of Cartabia, who can make a difference. Eduardo as well, supposed to be taken over from Allen, so we'll do that very soon. Bata's a decent ball winning midfielder as well. I guess we can change him for Yella, and maybe he can do something off the bench as well. You know, ball winning midfielders, sometimes they take long shots from outside the box, and sometimes if they're good at it, they can score. So if Uriello's not having the best debut in the world, then maybe it would make sense to bring Bata on, who is now, you know, still remaining a backup ball-winning midfielder who might be a little bit upset about that new signing for us, but we kind of needed it. Anyways, Assis doing well there as an anchorman to cover for his centre-backs, who did very stupidly, almost let the guy through. Pinto. Assis playing as a centre-back, I suppose. Come on. There you go, Ariella. He doesn't really like to play the ball forward, does he? It's a bit weird. Fonte. Santos, through to your right back. No, he's going to take his man on instead. Oh, back to Ariella. Playing a bit too safe for my liking, but that's a good ball from our new signing. And Polino, good ball into the box. Ah, Nicola. Yes, penalty. Pika doing something stupid there. Nudge Nicola too strongly for referee's liking. Okay. I didn't see any issue with that, but as long as Allen scores this penalty again, then we're good to go, and maybe we'll scrape by a 1-0 result again. Come on, Allen. He's like 36 years of age now. Yes. What a penalty. Sorry guys, I actually forgot. Maybe we'll still manage to see it. Pretty sure you saw that quite decently. It's not an amazing goal, it's just a penalty. But either way, replay's on. Can we see it? Or did I do that too late? Okay, there you go. Bottom right corner. Okay. Goalkeeper temporarily guessed the wrong way. I guess the initial replay didn't show that, but Either way, 1-0 for us, and that's all we need. And now Tondela are going to have to come out the blocks a little bit, and that way that helps us really break them down a bit more. As you can see, they're already pushing up the fullbacks, and that way we can actually, you know, break them down a little bit easier, I suppose. Gano's got the ball now, straight to Nicola, and can we counter with the purpose? Instead, he's going all the way by himself. Is he going to take a stupid long shot range? Of course, yes, long shot range. That's even stupider than the shot. But yeah, we'll make some substitutions in just a moment's time, actually now. And is anyone tired? Nicola's not having the best of games. Alan's playing decently, but we do need another goal, so we'll bring on Wilson. Not the best game from Pedro, but he can still make the difference from us. Fonte, Jefferson, Oriela. We should change his name as well, actually, to Jeff. Alright, I think that's the only change we'll make for now. Alan, you've done decently, but yeah, not the best performance from a backup player. And let me just change his name. Nickname. There you go. Yeah. Alright, 21 shots to their 5, and I think that's safe to say that we've dominated it, but it's very worrying that we've only had 6 out of 22 on target. And that just shows you how, when you're playing one false line and 2 inside forwards, how often they take stupid long range shots. So we'll take off Jeff for Bata, and I think might as well give Assis a rest tomorrow, give him some game time, maybe tire him out so he doesn't have to keep asking to leave. And also, you know, replacing a tired anchorman is kind of a good thing to do at this stage when we're trying to hold on to a result, aren't we? So Santos is having, you know, flirting between the quiet performance and the poor performance. Hopefully, maybe he can do something last 10 minutes here that justifies him starting. But otherwise, we might actually have to consider taking him off for next game. Anyways, 5 minutes to go, and Tondela immediately go very attacking here with a 4-3-3. 3 strikers, and I'm tempted to go into contain, but they haven't done anything of note so far this game. I don't know what to do. Let's rough it out. Can we survive? Please survive so I don't regret this decision. Oh no, that's too long for it to be the end of the game. Bata, please tell me you do something instead. Fonte, don't lose the ball stupidly. Don't lose it. Oh no, he lost it stupidly. Great. Okay, so unless we deal with this counter, I am going to cry. Okay, look at that, how many players have they got front. Okay, great, we actually are the ones that are going to counter. Nicola through to Santos. Come on, please do something special here. It's 2v2, Santos through in the box. Yes, Wilson! There you go, insurance goal, perfect. And that's all we were looking for. I thought I was going to regret my decision of staying on control. It looks like it's actually countered instead of... yeah, there you go, Tondela going back to their 4-3-3 after that. They don't see any point of staying in that attacking mode. But what a tight angle for Wilson, but he does really well. Both inside forwards done really well there. One to put the cross in, but also to actually score. All very tight angles, and we come away with a 2-0 result after 2 back-to-back 1-0 results. So good to see. More solid performance after the second half, so it's good to see us up our performance, you know, move into the gears, shift gears. And it looks like Porto drew their game, so that way now with 6 points to them, and that can give them something to think about. I think we'll be facing them later on in the season as well, so we can change that in our favour. Cut that down to 3 points basically. But yeah, let's see what goes on. Sporting still 5 points away, so we do need to be careful of dropping any points, and it's good to see that we actually managed to get our results here today. And long that may continue. We have Rio Ave next, and as you can see here, 13th place, 19 points. But they did prove themselves to be tricky in the Portuguese League Cup. So, you know, something to think about basically. Hopefully we can still continue these good performances. And I should have definitely started the season training my players on balanced rather than teamwork, because that seems to be what caused the issue. You know, as you guys saw, we hit that rough bump of form, but once we switched to training them in a balanced manner, as you can see, it's up to 31% now. We've been playing much better, and of course the players are getting more used to the tactics as well, so it's good to see. And I think that's all for today's episode. So Jeff makes his Braga debut. So has anyone else? Nope, just him, I suppose. And I think that will be all for today's episode. But first, let's try and figure out when we're going to come back next. We've got Rio Ave, Firenze, we've got the first Europa League against Sant'Etienne, the first leg, Estoril as well in the Premier League, and we'll probably show you the second leg round. Now, hopefully, we'll be winning by then. So we just show you a game where we kind of cruise by, I suppose. But if not, then you guys will get a very interesting game, basically. We've got Porto after that. So very, two very interesting games, tough ones, telling ones. We're still yet to play Porto, Sporting and Benfica. So it can be very, this end here is going to be a little bit testing, I suppose, testy, whatever you want to call it. But we should come out of this period quite well. As you can see, not too many games left to go. The Europa League game will only add a handful more games. But yeah, we are expected to get into the second knockout round. So the minimum expectation is to beat Sant'Etienne. And if only I can find out where they are in the league. Hopefully we will. Hopefully we're doing better than them. But anyways, I think that should be all for today's episode. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, then please do hit the like button and subscribe for more Daily Football Manager 2017 content. And as always, guys, thank you all for watching.